Hello students, today I am going to let you know what quadratic question. You know, any question in the form ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where a is not equal to 0, is known as quadratic question. There are two terms, quadratic and equation. Quadratic equations combining the both quadratic equation. Now what does quadratic mean? What is equation? At first we have to understand the two terms. Quadratic, these words come from the polynomial, quadratic polynomial. Quadratic polynomials means the polynomial whose degree is 2. Now if the polynomial, quadratic polynomial is equated to 0, then the equation is termed as quadratic equation. We have learned in the case of polynomial Px. Suppose Px is a polynomial and it is written in the form of ax square plus bx plus c, where a, b and c are real numbers and x is a variable. Now this polynomial is termed as quadratic polynomial if a is not equal to 0. A, B, C are real numbers and x is a variable. For example, we give an example: 2x square minus 4x plus, suppose 6. 2x square minus 4x plus 6. This one is a quadratic polynomial. Here you see the coefficient of x square is 2 and the coefficient of x square in general quadratic polynomial, it is a equal to 2, b is the coefficient of x, here b is equal to minus 4 and c is the constant or constant term, c is equal to 6. This one is a quadratic polynomial, but if we equate the polynomial to 0, then this 2x square minus 4x plus 6 equal to 0 changes to quadratic equation. Now this equation has two roots. In this polynomial, the degree of the polynomial is 2. We have learned in polynomials that polynomials are divided in different ways. First, on the basis of number of the terms, polynomials are divided as monomial, binomial, trinomial. Second, on the basis of degree, polynomials are divided as linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial, cubic polynomial, etc. And on the basis of coefficients of the variable, polynomials are divided as integer polynomial, rational polynomial, real polynomial. Now, in this case, you see this one 2x square minus 4x plus c is a polynomial. It is a trinomial because there are 3 terms. It is a quadratic polynomial because its degree is 2, and it is an integer polynomial also because its coefficients are integer. Now, in the case of quadratic equation, not the polynomial, in the equation, the coefficients of x square should not be 0, because if a is 0, then the first term will vanish and this one is not a quadratic equation. Therefore, we write a is not equal to 0. If the equation, in the equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, a is not 0, then we say that this one is a quadratic equation. Now, there are two roots of a quadratic equation. Roots are the value of x which satisfies the equation. Now, in the case of quadratic polynomial, if you take any quadratic polynomial, suppose you write x square minus x minus 2 equal to 0. This is a part equation, and here a is 1, b minus 1. On comparing the part equation to the general part equation, we get a equal to 1, b equal to minus 1, c equal to minus 2. Now there are mainly two methods to obtain the roots of the part equation. One is known as factorization method, other is known as formula method, that is a completing square method. Completing square method is the same as the formula method. There are two methods obviously to get the roots of the equation. The first one by factorization method. Factorization method. In this method, the middle term is fixed. This is broken into two terms. This is decomposed into two terms. That is the middle term splitting method. This is also called middle term splitting method because you have to split the middle term. Here you see the coefficient a into c, the product of a and c. At first you have to obtain the product a into c. Here a is 1 and c is minus 2, therefore it is 1 into minus 2, that is minus 2. And the factors of minus 2 are plus minus 1 or plus minus 2. Now, you have to prime factorize to 2 is itself a prime number, therefore you cannot factorize in the terms of other prime number because 2 has only two factors, 1 and 2. 2 is the smallest prime number, therefore this can be split into 1 and 2. Now, you can write x square minus x minus 2 equal to 0 by splitting the middle term a. X square minus 2x plus x minus 2 equal to 0. Now, take x is common, x times x minus 2 plus, here 1 is common only, therefore we have to write only plus bracket x minus 2 equal to 0. Now take x minus 2 common from both of terms, then you have x minus 2 times x plus 1 equal to 0. Now, if the product of two numbers are 0 or two algebraic expressions is 0, then the one of the algebraic expression must be 0. Therefore, either x minus 2 equal to 0, this implies x equal to 2, or x plus 1 equal to 0, this implies x equal to minus 1. This implies x equal to minus 1. Now the roots of the equation are 2 and minus 1. That is x equal to 2 and minus 1. These are the roots of the equation. This is the first method by which the equation, the part equation is solved. Now the second method is the completing square method, or it is also known as formula method. We take the same equation, x square minus x minus 2 equal to 0. Now you have to solve this equation by completing square method. Of this, write x square minus 2 into x into half. Adjust this x in such a way that the product of all the constant and variables should be x and the sign should be minus x. If you write 2 times x into half, then 2 will cancel and you will get minus x. But here a square, x square, a is 1, a is x, 2ab, 2 into x into half, plus b square, half square, add half square, and to adjust the equation to the given equation, you have to subtract half square also, then minus 2 equal to 0. This is the completing square method, x minus half whole square, and take these two terms right side, 1 by 2 square plus 2. Now simplify and solve. 1 by 4 plus 2. Take LCM is 4. 1 plus 8 is 9 by 4. Then x minus half equals, if you take square to the other side, then it will change to square root. Square root of 9 by 4 and square root of any number is either plus or minus. Therefore, plus minus 9 by 4. X minus half equal to plus minus. The square root of 9 is 3 and that of 4 is 2. Now, if you take plus sign, you will RHS that you have x minus half equal to 3 by 2. Therefore, x equal to 3 by 2 plus half. Now take LCM 2 and 2. LCM 2 divided by 2 1 multiplied 3 2 divided by 2 is 1 into 1 is 4 by 2. It gives you 2. On cancelling, you get 2. Now x equal to 2. This is one of the root. One of the root. Now other root, if you take minus here, x minus 2 into x minus half is equal to minus 3 by 2. Then x equal to minus 3 by 2 plus half. Now take LCM is 2 minus 3 plus 1 is minus 2 by 2. Minus 2 divided by 2 is minus 1. Therefore, roots of the equation are minus 1 and 1. X equal to minus 1 and the other one is 2. These are the roots, minus 1 and 2. Now, this is a completing square method. This one is known as completing square because we have made the perfect square here, then we have solved for x. Now, then we have solved for x. Now, next one is the formula method. Is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0? Suppose this one is equation, the general equation where a is not 0. You can write it as, now I am going to establish a formula for x. How can we get x from a, b and c? That is from the coefficient. Now, you can write it as ax square plus bx equal to minus c. On dividing both sides by a, on dividing both sides by a, we are going to find the root of the equation. Find the root of the equation list. Question is, find the root of the equation. Roots of the equation. Equation is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where a is not 0. A is not equal to 0. That is the we are going to find out the roots of the general equation. Roots of the general equation. Solution begins from here. Solution. A is not equal to 0. Now, on dividing both sides by a, on dividing both sides by a, not by 2a, you have ax squared by a plus b by ax equal to minus c by a. Now, these two is cancelled. X squared plus b by a can be written as 2 times x into b by 2a. If you cancel 2 and 2, you will get b by x. And here 2ab, this one x is considered as a square plus 2ab. Now in place of b, you have b by 2a. Therefore, you must have b by 2a whole square, so that you can apply the formula a plus b whole square minus b by 2a whole square is equal to minus c by a. Now since b by 2a square is added, that to utilize this you have to take minus b by 2a whole square also, because there should be no any difference from these two steps. In the two steps, there should be no difference in the two steps. Therefore, I have x square plus 2 times x into b by 2a. If you cancel 2 and 2, then you have b by ax as before, and plus b by 2a whole square. Since b in place of b, a square plus 2ab plus b square. Therefore, you have to add b by 2a whole square to make it a perfect square. Right from here, x square plus 2 into x into b by 2a plus b by 2a whole square. This is based on formula x plus b by 2a whole square. Now, this is based on formula, already formula a plus b whole square. Log is a square plus 2ab plus b square. Therefore, it is x plus b by 2a whole square. And take this b by 2a whole square on the right side. This one is negative in left side. Therefore, in right side, you have to write this constant. Therefore, minus b by 2 whole square change to plus b by 2 whole square. Therefore, I have written here plus, that is plus is written here minus c by a. Now, this one x plus b by 2a whole square. Now square the both, because this is a fraction, you have to square the both. It is b square by 4a square and minus c by a. Now take the LCM. If you take LCM, then you have 4a square. 4 square divided by 4 square. 1 into b square is b square. 4 square by a is 4a into c. 4ac. This one is x plus b by 2a whole square. We arrange it. The same thing. We simplify, you can write this simplify. In all the steps, you can write this simplify. Now, if you take square to the other side, then it will change to square root. That's why you can write it as x plus b by 2a equals plus or minus root b square minus 4ac by 4a square therefore x equal to, take this b by 2a is right side, that is minus b by 2a plus minus under root b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. You have to take the square root of both numerator and denominator. The square root of numerator is under root b square minus 4ac and square root of denominator is 2a. So square root of 4 is 2 and that of a square is a. Therefore, you can write 2a. Now take LCM 2a and 2a. 2a. You write 2a by 2a. 1. 1 into minus b plus or minus root. This one 2a by 2a 1. 1 into b square minus 4ac. It is b square minus 4ac. Now this is the formula. X equal to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac by 2a. By this formula, you can also calculate the root of the equation. Just for example, I am taking the equation which was from earlier, x square minus x minus 2 equal to 0. So here a here A is 1, B is minus 1. On comparing to the general part equation, you have A equal to 1, B equal to minus 1 and C equal to minus 2. Now put the value here, you will get the value of x. This is the equation. You have got the formula from the equation. X equal to, hence x equal to minus b plus minus root b square minus 4ac by 2a. On putting the value of a, b, c and 1, minus 1 and minus 2 respectively, we have x equal to minus b minus 1, that minus 1 place of b, plus minus under root b square is minus 1 whole square minus 4ac. A is 1, c is minus 2 divided by 2a. A is 1. So I take 1 plus minus under root 1 plus 8 minus 4 into minus 2 minus into minus plus 8, 4 to the 8 plus 8 divided by 2. 1 plus minus 8 by 2. Therefore, x equal to 1 plus minus root 9 by 2. And the value of square root 9 is 3. Therefore, it is 1 plus minus 3 by 2. X equals 1 plus minus 3 by 2. Take one hand plus 3 and other part minus 3. You to get the two roots. Either x equal to 1 plus 3 by 2, that is 4 by 2, and this is equal to 2, or x equal to 1 minus 3 by 2, that is minus 2 by 2 is minus 1. As there are two roots, one is 2 and other is minus 1. 2 is equal to 2 or minus 1. These are the roots. Now, you have seen that whether we solve by factorization method or by complete square method, the same result is obtained, that is x equal to 2 or minus 1, and this is the completing square method with the general part equation is solved, and we got a formula x equal to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Actually, this formula is obtained by the completing square method. Therefore, completing square method or the formula method, both are the same. Now, this is also known as completing square method or formula method, because you have to apply the method, that is the completing square method, to obtain the root of the equation. Now, this can be written as also as minus b plus minus under root d by 2, where d is equal to b square minus 4ac, and d is known as the discriminant, where d is known as discriminant. Now, if you calculate discriminant, then you can directly put the value of d here in the formula to obtain the root of the equation. That is, by obtaining the value of d, you can easily put the value of d here. You can apply this formula. Or if you don't obtain the value of d, then you can apply directly the formula to obtain the root of the equation. Now, that is the nature of the roots. nature of the roots. And we have seen that x equals minus b plus minus root d by 2, where d is a discriminant, where d is equal to b square minus 4ac. Now, nature of the root depends on the value d, that is discriminant. Now, case 1, if d is greater than 0, if d is positive, then the roots are real and different, distinct. Therefore, there are two real roots. You can write then the roots of the equation are real and unequal. That is not equal. There are two different roots, distinct roots. Now, case 2, if d equal to 0, if d is 0, then there are only one root, that is there is only one root, the both roots will be equal, but the roots is real also. Then the roots of the equation are real and equal. Although there are two roots, but both the roots will be equal, because this one is a quadratic equation. In the case of quadratic equation, there are two roots. Therefore, both the roots will be equal. If d equal to 0, if discriminant equal to 0, then the roots are equal, and the both roots are real also. The same roots are obtained. That is the real root. One real root is obtained, and the value of the roots is the same. Actually, there are two roots, but their absolute value or their value remain the same. Now, third case 3, if d is less than 0, that is when d is negative. Now, the square root of negative integer is an imaginary number. It is not a real number. Like under root minus 25, this one is not a real number. Not a real number. Its value is plus minus 5i. I is square root minus 1. Imaginary quantity. Therefore, this one is not real. This one is imaginary. Therefore, if d is less than 0, then there is no any real root. In this case, as you have seen the equation, from the equation, the formula obtained is minus b plus minus root b by 2a. If d is negative, then you cannot obtain the value of square root of the negative number in real number. Therefore, you have no any real root. Therefore, you have to write there is no any real root. These are the natures of the root. If d is greater than 0, then you have to add one time root d to minus b, then divide by 2a. One of the roots will be given, will obtain, and the other root will be obtained by subtracting root b from minus b, then dividing by 2a. Therefore, there are two different roots, and both roots are real if d is greater than 0. First case. In the second case, when d is equal to 0, the square root of 0 is 0. Therefore, it does not matter whether you add 0 to minus b or subtract 0 from minus b, the same result will be obtained. That's why the roots will be equal. There are two real roots, but both are equal. And if d is less than 0, then you will not get any real root, because square root of a negative number is not real. Now, these are the nature of the roots. Now, sum and product of the roots. sum and products of the roots. You have seen that for participation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where a is not equal to 0, there are two roots, and the roots can be obtained by the formula, applying the formula minus b plus minus root b square minus 4ac by 2a. So one of the roots considered alpha minus b plus root under root b square minus 4ac by 2a, and other root is considered as beta. This is the symbol of alpha, this one beta. Actually alpha and beta are the values of x. Since there are two values, therefore one is considered as alpha and the second one is considered as beta. Now beta is minus b minus root b square minus 4ac by 2a. If you add the two, alpha and beta, then you will get sum of the roots. Now sum of the roots. That is alpha plus beta. Now add the two roots. One is minus b plus root b square minus 4ac under root b square minus 4ac by 2a, and plus minus b minus under root b square minus 4ac by 2a. Now take the LCM. 2a and 2a. LCM is 2a. Now 2a divided by 2a is 1. So multiply 1 to this and minus b plus under root b square minus 4ac. That will be the same. So if you multiply it by 1, the result is the number. Now minus b minus under root b square minus 4ac. These two cancel and you get minus 2b by 2a. On cancelling 2, you have minus b by a. This is the sum of the roots. Without obtaining the roots, you can obtain the sum of the roots with the help of the coefficients of the participation. Therefore, this is the formula to obtain the sum of the roots without obtaining the roots. Without obtaining the roots, you can obtain sum of the roots applying this formula minus b by a. Similarly, product of the roots. Now you have to multiply the both roots. Product of the roots. That is alpha multiplied by beta. Now take the two values. Minus b plus under root b square minus 4ac by 2a. This one is alpha. Multiply with beta minus b minus under root b square minus 4ac by 2a. You know an algebraic identity a plus b into a minus b equal to a square minus b square. Now this one, suppose minus b is a plus this one is b, a plus b multiplied, the same thing a is here, a minus the same thing b. Therefore this is based on algebraic formula a plus b into a minus b, a square minus b square, because you are going to multiply. And you can take in the bracket also a plus b into a minus b, a square which is minus b square minus b square, b is under root 4 square, b square under b square minus 4ac whole square, and 2a multiplied 2a 4a square. Now on simplifying you get b square minus 4ac by 4a square. And on simplifying, you have minus b square minus b square plus 4ac. At first plus b square, then minus b square, then 4ac divided by 4a square. product of the roots. Now this plus minus b square are cancelled. Since this one is 4ac divided by 4a square. Now on cancelling you have c by a. 4 and 4 will cancel, 1a will cancel. That is c by a. This is the formula to obtain product of the roots. Alpha into beta is equal to c by a. Now, without obtaining the roots of the equation, you can obtain the sum and product of the roots applying this formula. One is sum of the roots equal to minus b by a, and the product of the roots is c by a. And remember, you have applied this formula in the case of quadratic polynomial also. When you have to obtain the zeros of the quadratic polynomial, and you have to verify the relationship between zeros and coefficient, then you have to obtain the sum of zeros, product of zeros, and you have to check whether this is equal to sum of zeros equal to minus b by a, that is minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square, and product of 0 equal to constant term by coefficient of x square. C is the constant term and coefficient of x square, the same. Therefore, without obtaining the roots of the equation, we can easily calculate sum and product of the roots by this formula. We have obtained alpha plus beta is minus b by a, and alpha into beta equal to c by a. Now, if the roots are given, then how can you obtain the quadratic equation? No, quadratic equation is this one. If you take a common from all the terms, then you have x square b by a, because there is no a, you can multiply and divide by a, plus c by a equal to 0. Now, either a 0, but a cannot be 0, because if a is 0, then the quadratic equation vanishes. This quadratic equation is not quadratic equation if a is 0. This term will vanish. 0 into something is 0. Therefore, a is not 0. But a is not 0 because this was a quadratic equation. Therefore, x square plus b by ax plus c by a equal to 0. Now, you can write it as x square minus b by ax plus c by a equal to 0. You know, the sum of the zeros is minus b by a, and product of the zeros or product of the roots. In the case of a quadratic polynomial, sum of zeros is said sum of zeros, and in the case of quadratic equation, it is said that the sum of roots. Therefore, you can write it as x square minus, this one is alpha plus beta into x plus, and c by a is alpha into beta 0. Now, this is the formula to obtain the quadratic equation if the roots are known or the sum and the product of the roots are known. Then you can apply this formula. Okay, now next day I will please the next.